it's helicopter central this morning, so I've not recorded what I was doing. But I can show you what I was doing. I was just doing some more basil. So I've done a dark opal, which is a purple basil, Genovese, some sweet basil, and more lemon basil from Robin. So we have got these all in. We've soaked them in, topped them up with a little bit of soft soil. And yeah, April 24th, it's 8 degrees. Yikes. Some days I feel like all I do is clean out here. So I swept all the floor again, shovel full of dirt, ejected some spiders. That's about it, I think. Yeah, checked on my seedlings. Everything's doing good. Still no beans. Cucumbers are still holding their own. I'm waiting for some warm weather. That's a bean coming up there. That's a Muscati bush bean. Other than that, absolutely nothing's happening. Everybody's waiting. It's all in dormant status, waiting. Gotta get some flowers outside soon, but hey, they've got no true leaves on them yet, so it's insane. Oh, sun's trying to come out. What I was thinking was, once all of these, because everything at the front here is just, I think, just hyacinths. I don't think there's anything else in there. So what I thought I might do is put a squash here, winter squash, because they need to trail and be left alone for a while. So I got the sniffles, and trail it out this way on the bed, and then put another one there and trail it that way on the bed. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. Oh, that was quick. The sun's gone again. So today we're going to do some chives. I'm just going to sow them on here. They're just regular chives, not garlic chives, because they're apparently a good companion plant to apple trees. So we will scatter these. Normally I would put them in small little starters so I can pick them up by clumps, but if I let them get really root bound, I can just pick them up by clumps anyway. This is my really expensive seed sowing tray. To get those nice ones you guys have in the UK with the little trays at the back and everything else, they're about $60 here, so 30 pounds, and I'm just not willing to pay that. I paid $7 for this, $10 for this, so works really good. And if I do have soil in it, it's got a lid. I can put the lid on and just keep the soil protected. Anyway, that's what we're doing today, sowing chives. Okay, so gave them a bit of a water. We're just topping them up with some soil now. And this is how the professionals do it. Not. And then just push them down with the spoon that I stole out of the kitchen, and Gerald had a fit, but I took it, so I have to take it back again. So anyway, that's the chives done. And we'll sow some more later. So I've got the sniffles. It's probably the bloody horrible weather we've had. Anyway, there we go. Chives, all done. I just got to get a label for them now. Okay, good afternoon. It is April 25th. 12 degrees, it says. It's quite nice outside. It's sunny, but Gerald's burning, so I have to stay in here. So what I thought I'd do is, I was talking to Danny the other day about the Grapevine garden, about planting onions near beans. And I said, well, Monty at my family garden does it all the time and never has any problem. So we're going to do an experiment. Now, they're only in small pots for today because we want them to germinate and stuff. So I have two purple bush beans, two, I believe they're yellow, they're out of a try-mix pack, yellow pole beans in this container. We have two purple bush beans and two yellow pole beans and some onion seeds in this one. And the reason I want to do them in here, I want to see if the onions starting off have any effect on the germination of the beans. Once everything comes up and they're a bit bigger, we're going to put them in exactly the same soil, in exactly the same size pot, in exactly the same place in the yard, and we'll see if onions actually do affect them. From what I understand from Monty, it can cause, smaller harvests, but hey, I'm not feeding the 500, I'm just feeding me and Gerald, so we'll see how it works. So I'll keep you posted. Started April 25th, the bean and onion experiment. Okay, so potted on my red tree spinach. This is the spinach section. These are from Mel, and they've been doing quite well. And my understanding is once you have one tree spinach, red tree spinach, you've got 1 million, so that's good. And then these are spinach. Now the dates, the numbers on them are how many days to maturity. This is a baby spinach, Yukon. And the reason I do mine in starters is because I don't want the slugs to get them before I do. I normally grow them in a raised bed. The ones I put outside didn't do so hot, so we'll keep them in raised beds after, pots or something. But anyway, the reason I do them in here is because I want to get them a little head start. The reason they call them starters is because you give them a good start in life. They don't call them failures. So we will do that. And I'll let you know how those go. Still the 25th of April. Still sunny. We have squash action. Finally. I didn't think they were ever going to grow. Just coming out to check on my mouse problem, and thought I'd give you a happy positive update. Peas look like they're about 1 foot tall, so they're doing really good. They're not minding this cold weather at all. They're starting to grab on to the trellis, which is good because I was hoping not to have to put 5 million things of string up here this year. So everything's doing really well. Quite happy with the pea action. Nothing on the potatoes yet, but that's okay. It's been absolutely freezing cold. And still some beautiful daffodils. And some tulips that have managed to avoid the you-know-who. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I think that's a Canterbury bell I put over there. So we'll see. Other than that, not a lot going on. A few more asparagus fronds coming up. It's cold. It's only like 10 degrees, 9 degrees, but it just stopped raining. So I thought I'd better come out and check before it starts raining again. Gladiolas are coming back. You can see that over there. Some sweet peas that are managing to hang on to dear life. And yeah. Yep. I'll figure out what I do with dead hyacinth heads. I'm not quite sure when to cut them down. I think that's an allium, or it could be a elephant garlic. I'm not sure what it is. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, all looking good. Hydrangeas are all coming back. I gave them a little bit of a prune, so I pruned off anything that was dead, that didn't have a bud or a leaf coming off it. So they look like they're doing fine. Yeah, other than cold and wet, it's all good. Life is good. I'm not going to let the mice get me down. Oh, look. A friend. Oh, and its friend's got a friend. Come on, boys. It's bath night. Let's go. Aren't they just the loveliest things? What? Gross. Oh, yeah. Don't worry, I'll safely put them in before I close the lid. All about happy notes today. Happy cans. Love a girl with nice cans. Look at my pansies. They looked like crap a while ago, and now they've just gone great guns. So these are beautiful. So I'm hoping to save seeds from the white ones. Sweet peas are coming up. They're the miniatures. Hyacinth's still looking stunning. Some new ones coming up still. That one's getting a dual. Can you see it? See that? That one's attached to here, and it's getting another one coming up. I've never seen that before. And more pansies. I filled those baskets with sweet peas. And yeah, strawberries are doing good. They're already getting flowers. Not that they're happy flowers. Chives are doing great. They need splitting, but they're flowering, which is a nice thing. These tulips. Oh, I mean, look at that. Absolutely stunning. And that's why they'll stay in pots from ever on. This one's not a happy camper. I don't know why. But it's okay. I'll leave them in here. Little tiny tulips. Look, size of my finger. Anyway, yeah, strawberries are doing good. Self-seeded pansies coming back. What else? These have got flowers. These are the marigolds. I just threw these in. Seeds and all. I didn't bother starting them. And this is a aster-like plant. Can't remember what it's called now, but I'll try and find the name of it. And these are my prairie crocus. They're a sign of spring because they come up really early. And my rose, not a happy camper about my rose. It's getting buds, but every time it buds, it freezes and gets really cold. So hopefully it'll be okay because it's a huge one. Anyway, that's my outside. So I'm doing the sweet peas in paper rolls as I always do. Now I know some people fold the bottoms down and do whatever, but I find that if they've got a really, really good root system, I don't need to bother doing that. Plus it saves toilet rolls because I only need 3 here to do a 6-pack instead of 6. Because if they've got good enough roots, they hold all the soil in anyway. I just make a giant hole and plunk the whole thing in there, so it really doesn't require that folding and tucking and doing and whatevering. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try hardening off some plants outside. These are tomatoes. And I'm not happy with them because I don't know if it's the soil I've put them in that's absolute crap. But come on now. I mean, they look like shite. And they've been in here for, I don't know, I'd have to go and look when I sowed them. But I sowed them ages ago. So, and this is potting on because they were in little pots like this. This is potting on. So that's not impressive at all. So if I've sent anybody tomato seeds and they're not impressive, it's not me, it's the tomato seeds. I'll blame them. Okay, off we go. I forgot to mention that I bought some zinnias, but they're dwarf varieties. So I thought I'd Lilliput and dwarf. So I thought I'd give these a shot and see how they do. We'll see. Sorry, Rox. I wasn't sure if I'd sent you any of these last year, but red scarlet. Just have to try them. So yeah, you'll see what that looks like. So what I'm going to do, rather than make up a ton of labels, there are offshots in here. Oh, I missed one. There's offshots in here that didn't germinate. These are mostly saved seeds from myself and Colleen and Jason. I'd have to see which ones were which because they're all numbered. It's probably mine because I'm not very good at saving seeds. So what I'm going to do is I've taken some old markers, cut them all up, and then on the dead seed cells, rather than do a whole pile of labels, I'll just know that everything that's a dead seed cell will be a Thumbelina mix zinnia. So Thumbelina mix in the empty seed trays. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Oh well, sun looked like it was coming up for about 2.5 seconds, then it disappeared again. So what I've done with the marigolds, total slew, let's say a nice word, slew of misfires. This was the only tray that really actually had anything come up. These ones had some start, but I mean, these were mainly empty. So I've topped them up with some new seed, filled in the gaps and things like that. And we'll tuck them all in, but I might tuck them inside the polytunnel for now because it's supposed to rain again today. It was supposed to be nice today. It was supposed to be nice for a couple of days, but that ship sailed. So we'll put them inside for now and see if they are happier in there. I know I would be. So that's that. Got the marigolds all done, just cleaning up the tops. Anyway, now I'm filthy again. What else is new? I'll just use my cloth. There we go. Gerald hates it when I do that. Yeah, so that's that done. Another job done. Surviving tulip. Shh, don't tell the mice. Peas over here are looking really good. These are sugar snap, Oregon sugar snap peas. Oh, look what that is. Ooh, you bugger. So get him in a minute. But what I want to show you is I might be a killer when it comes to like slugs and snails and things like that, but I try to let plants have at least some sort of success since they took the effort to come back after winter. They're all along here. Now, I can't remember, I don't ever think I put anything in here, so the only thing they could be is, I had New Zealand spinach here one year, might be last year, I'll have to go look, and that's self-seeded, so who knows, but we'll leave them for now and see what they do. If they start looking weed-like, we'll just pull them up. And then we'll just give this mare's tail a yank. We'll pull his tail. There we go. Seems to work around here. I don't know. Oh, there's another big one back there. It's a problem getting behind these trellises. See him? That great big sucker back there. So we'll pull him out and see if that helps any. Look at that pretty little thing. I'll leave you there. You're hiding in the corner. There we go. Daffodils are still actually looking really good. Got loads over here. Those yellow and white ones. The multi-headed ones. These ones. I mean, look how pretty they are. Yep. Go see what this one looks like. Yeah, these are all multi-headed, so I must have bought a bag of these and put them in. Oh, Lord. What am I like? I have no idea what I've got in here, other than bad things. Anyway, all good. And my purple magnolia. Is it a magnolia? Purple magnolia is coming back very slowly. But that's okay. Yellow's not quite said hello yet, but it's getting there. You can see one or two yellow. Look at that. Oh, man. I missed this one when I was around the corner, so look at that. I mean, that is just stunning. And its brother. There we go. Ooh, there you go. Just gorgeous, aren't they? Yeah. I'm going to look into more daffodil varieties next year. God, it's not even summer yet, and I'm planning on spring sowing next year. My Rose of Sharon's not looking too happy, but we were not sure it would survive anyway because we had it out in the yard. And if you can look, the deer just decimated it. So probably have to pull that and put a new one in. We'll see. If it gets a bud or two, we'll see. But it's, as you can, focus. It is, there's no green, it's all brown. So we might just have to take our losses and replace it. Okay, so prepping the squash pots. These are not so much, yes, crow. These are not so much to keep the slugs out. It's just to keep the roots from getting too much water. So I'll put a pot over here and probably a pot over here, and I water into those, the smaller round pots. That's what I did last year, and it seemed to work out quite well. This one gets two because it's going to get a small patty pan in it. Yeah. And look at that. Ooh, she's getting there. She's getting there. So I had some problems with my squashes, so I decided to try chitting some. Now this is just an example, but the honey nut butternut, which is a small butternut. So if I sent anybody seeds, I apologize if they don't germinate. I bought them online. Tomatoes and squash. Don't know if I'll do that ever again. But 2 out of 3 are the only ones that germinated. The ones that I grew in a pot never germinated at all. So we'll try and see if these ones come up any better. And the partially clips, it says 2, but only one of them germinated when I chitted them. So I don't know what's wrong with seed suppliers these days. There, so they're not looking fantastic, but they're looking better and happier in there. These ones look like because I had them in crap soil, so I've put them in some new soil. It looks really dry, but I'm giving them a water bath from the bottom. And I've, tucked them in nicely. The ones in the red cups are going to my daughter's friend. The other ones are mine. These ones are the Taste of Paradise from Robin. There's 3 of them. They're doing quite well. This is an Ananas Noir, and that's an Orange Queen. And then I've got a whole bunch more to pot up outside. Yeah, it's frickin' cooking out there today. So they're in here because never thought I'd say this week, but it's too hot for them outside right now. Okay, so the tomatoes are all redone. Like I said, I've never been so disappointed in tomatoes in my life. Could be me. I mean, can't always blame the seeds, right? I mean, I think it was the compost. I think the compost was crap. This stuff looks really dry, but that's because it's been inside here for a couple of months, not getting wet. So it will soak up some water from the bottom, hopefully. These ones are going in a big pot. These are dwarfs. So I will actually put them directly in their pot and put them up on the patio. And other than that, like I said, I apologize if I sent anybody seeds and their germination rate is crap. Let me know and I'll complain to the people I bought them from. I'm all about praise and complaint, so it's an even field. And yeah, it's frickin' cooking. Thank goodness for some sunshine finally. Oh, there we are. Update on the yellow magnolia. She's starting to look really beautiful. And whew, going in the house now for lunch. It's 12 o'clock and it's 27 degrees inside the polytunnel. Woohoo! Casualty of war. So, whew, it's getting quite warm out here actually. So I've potted on my lelele plant. I think it's, I'll look it up. It's a Goya or Goa or Mongolian bush snake. I don't know. I bought 3 of them last year. This is the only surviving one. But then again, I've been babying it in the house all winter in a little pot. So it's like a goji berry, but that's not what it is. Sorry, it's really hot out here. So, but you didn't think you'd hear me say that, did you? And those are dwarf orange tomatoes. So I've got 2 pots with 3 in each. And I'm just going to put them inside because it's too hot to expose them to sunshine right away. So I'll put them away. What else did I do today? Brought all the beans outside. Potted on my smoke bush, but you don't need to see that. It's just a tree. Update on the potatoes. These were the first ones I sowed, and I'll have a look and see when I sowed them. These are cupboard potatoes. Blueberries are doing great. Whew, lilac's doing lovely. And this blueberry's doing really good. I thought it was going to die this year because it's an old one, but it's getting lots of new buds on it. And my raspberry's coming back with a vengeance, so that's good. It's a bush raspberry, not a cane raspberry. And I brought the beans all outside for some sunshine. Other than that, that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. You know I don't like being on camera very much, so I apologize for that. But I do appreciate that everybody watches and comments and likes. So thank you again. Hope you all have a great day and a lovely weekend. And I will be posting probably today. I had a hell of a time getting it to post last video. So it will probably be tonight or tomorrow morning. Anyway, have a great day.